hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
To throw on second down. Rich. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. And he'll find Moreau here. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rich. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Give them 18 on the play. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run for the first time here with Brown.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Right back to Brown. Dances by at the 20. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 18-yard line. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Rich. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. An inside give, Brown. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Operating from the gun, Rich. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A first carry for Leonard Fournette.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On second down, here's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Rich. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rich.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Gay's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So here is Washington now to take over. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Throwing to start the drive. Rich escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Washington on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Rich. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Throwing on first down. Rich. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Brown. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Rich. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Play action. Rich. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Rich. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on third down. Rich. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Justin Fields, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Jalen Hurts leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Fournette once more on 2nd down. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Patterson now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Flushed out, looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st down, Rich. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This is Brown going up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Rich, catch made, it's Moreau. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple, and that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Following the fumble recovery, Rich dancing to his left. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich, quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That one is slant to McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking to throw. Rich looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening it up. You may get some playing time in this one.
From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Bucs now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off the play fake. Rich. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Stanley. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now left side on the swing pass. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the drive will continue after the conversion on 4th. They'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense back out there. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. On 3rd down, Rich. And a throw right sideline is complete. That's good for 28 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 35. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
An inside give, Brown. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They will toss to Brown. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. In the backfield by himself is Brown, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Brown. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film.